We've taken all of the gathered essences and put them in a funnel and put them in a jar of juice. So the student can know exactly what to do in the minimum amount of time, because no one's got time. They don't have 20 years to learn anything. So what can you give them that allows them to optimize their time? That's the issue. So we're basically turning traditional martial arts pedagogy on its head, using the body to define. We're interested in students becoming tactically skillful as soon as possible and understanding the philosophy as clearly as they can at the same time. We're also running these in a quarterly sequence, so we're laying down a curriculum or a training protocol for the student to do for 3 months. And then we have another workshop. We review it, evaluate it, and we give them the next section.
It's a 4-module course that develops the body in stages, through conditioning and through awareness.
So the body's in 3 parts. It's basically legs, trunk, and arms. And we work up that sequence.
And each stage builds each different part of the body, so the whole body is conditioned, is strong, and understands how to move, at the same time attack. If they do all 4 stages or modules, they will get completely conditioned throughout their whole body and have an understanding of how to use each part of the body to defend and attack, and at the same time develop awareness of those parts of the body that we might not have before.
We're looking at something particular, which I call restructuring. So when we look at a leg exercise, we look at changing how the leg moves and the student's experience of how they move their leg.
Because we're going systematically through the body so that you can actually break down these little pieces of the body and focus on them. And we do that through exercises and through 2-person trainings, and we're going to do it through massage and through meditation. So we're using all these different venues and angles to come at the same area of the body. Well, I think what we're trying to do in this workshop, and it's different than others, is that we're trying to incorporate all these types of knowledge that was passed on to the student centuries ago. That this type of knowledge has been completely left out of people's curriculums for several reasons, mostly because overall because it moved to America or to the West in general. People just don't have the time to do all of the different things that usually was required of a student, and that would be meditating, learning how to heal the body as well as to harm the body, which is what we're doing with the massage, and at the same time breaking down the forms into their real basic components so that you can really exercise them and understand them on a more general way, not just in the specifics of the forms or how to move in a certain way, but how to make all the forms and the different movements that we have blend together into something that actually functions in your body.
It's interesting, it's fun, we explain it, and we work in a symbiotic or cooperative relationship with the student to accelerate their development. So that makes it very different from a teacher yelling at you or showing their authority complex. The idea is to meet the student, give them an idea, let them run with it. We assume the student is intelligent, and by assuming that, that brings their intelligence out. So it's the opposite of what you would call basic training. It's actually very sophisticated, it's also very friendly and a lot of fun. And it works on the positive psychological side. That's what makes it effective.
And this is how it used to be taught, as more individual kind of apprenticeship type style in the monasteries, or even in, up in the mountains and in a retreat type setting. So that's what we're trying to recreate here, is this retreat type setting where you get a complete immersion into your body. I think this is a really exciting time, and it's a very exciting type of workshop because there's nothing like this out there. We're the only ones, we're pioneering this type of movement in martial arts. When I see martial arts moving away from traditional standards and moving into more of the political and tournament arenas, where we're trying to make it where it came from in the beginning, bringing it back to its roots, and really trying to go back to the original curriculum without a lot of the stuff, but just giving them the essence of the real curriculum that was taught in the monasteries back in hundreds of years ago. And we're trying to keep that tradition alive.